Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, it is Friday, the 16th of May, 2025. It is about 10:23 a.m. Pacific time, and I wanted to come on here and do this bit of a vlog. I usually try to do vlogs basically the Monday before or the Monday following and everything, and I'll probably still do something like that, but I did want to do this vlog because as I mentioned in the channel update I did yesterday, this month so far, or within this month, stratosphere, it was in the stratosphere of this 1 month, mostly from, let's say, April, Easter weekend, Easter Sunday and Monday of last month up till now, basically within a month time frame, stratosphere, it has been just one of those situations to where, as I've alluded to before, those that follow my channel and everything for as long as you have, for those of you that have, I should say, you understand my, living situations and all that, to the point that sometimes things will change even on the fly. I mean, mostly you understand that when it comes to the seasonal breaks, like summer break, which will be, starting in basically less than a month now, if you will, as far as my living situations go. And then you have like spring break, you have Christmas break, you have the holidays like Memorial Day is another one coming up, and so on. Um, Basically, that sometimes things get switched up, because of that. Things change, that'll be on my control. And well, like I was saying, basically this within not even a month now, but within this month's stratosphere from from Easter weekend of last month till now, it's been really kind of strange, if you will. And the reason I say that is because of the fact that basically, as I've alluded to, several situations have occurred. Like, due to the living situations and all that, the matriarch, if you will, basically decided to take the day after Mother's Day off. Understandable. A lot of mothers, a lot of people, I should say, probably took that day off due to family gatherings and all that. So the matriarch of our family decided to do that as well. They also decided to do that basically on Easter Monday, the day after Easter Sunday. They decided to do that because, again, families get together, and if you're going from a far distant place, traveling to get back home, and you get home late, you're not going to want to get up within, that time frame to basically, go to work and everything. You're going to want to relax. You're going to want to, take time to yourself. And I've done that myself. Numerous times when I've worked. I will ask, in advance for the day after the holiday, or at least try to ask for the day after the holiday off, or after a family gathering, on a certain date, because I know I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be like bleh, and everything. I'm not going to be worth 2 cents on the floor or where I'm working at, or in the department I'm working at. So I've done that myself. And that's what the matriarch of our family, and I'm sure other matriarchs of many families have done, this year and in years prior. But yeah, that happened on Easter Monday, and that happened on the Monday after Mother's Day. But then something else happened. So basically last week on Tuesday, a week ago, this past Tuesday, I get a phone call and I find out that basically things have changed because there was a major accident on the highway, on the Altamont, if you will, or at least I wouldn't say not just on the highway on the Altamont, but basically there was a major accident that occurred even before getting to that section. And I get a phone call to where they're telling me, you know what, I'm not dealing with this. This is too slow. It's too delayed. People are going this way and that way to get around. They're telling me I'm not going to deal with this. I'm coming back. And that's what they did. And they let their job know, hey, I need to take time off of my vacation, so they can get paid, because they're not going to chance, going through all that at all. And according to Google Maps, it would have gotten them, even if they did wait, it would have gotten them there basically by at least maybe 10 o'clock or a little after 9:30 or something like that, the way things were going. So that was one unexpected situation. The other unexpected situation came on Wednesday evening, 2 nights ago. And what happened was they had been having problems with one of their vehicles, and it was basically the brakes, if you will, or at least they said it sounded like the brakes, but it was something different. So they were having issues with one of the vehicles, and they decided that they don't want to chance anything. They're going to take it to the local mechanic, which they did, to have them look at it. And instead of like just waiting a couple of hours, or maybe borrowing a car from him or something like that, or even chancing the other vehicle, which itself has to be looked at as well, maybe possibly due to it losing some fluid, some radiator fluid or something like that. We're not really sure. They decide, what, I'm not going to deal with that. And they decide to not only, that day before they clock out for work, let their supervisor let their main supervisor know what's going on, that they won't, be showing up the next day because of that. But they also text their HR person to tell them, yeah, I'm going to have to, step aside for a day because of this. Now, they did temporarily get a solution taken care of, but the actual parts that are necessary to give the vehicle a full-on repair in the area that it needs to be repaired on, the actual parts won't be in till today. So what the mechanic did, because they've been working with this mechanic, going to this mechanic since we've been out here, what the mechanic did is basically said, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this and this. It'll temporarily get you back and forth and everything, but it's but it's mandatory. It's highly mandatory that she brings it, or that they, I should say, bring it back on Saturday. That they bring it back on Saturday to get it fully taken care of. So that's what happened there, and thus yesterday the only reason I was able to get two out, that is 2 videos, was because of that situation. It was unexpected but understandable. It's unexpected but understandable. And so they just took the time, as they put it, to rest up, catch up on some work they were behind on, and just wait for the results. And again, the results are temporary, until at least tomorrow. And they made it clear to the mechanic, hey, we need our car for work today, because we're going to be short a few people in our area, in our department. So I got to be there. But yeah, it's been one of those situations to where I think God is just telling telling the matriarch, if you will, and this is my belief, and God knows me better than anybody else, that my belief is He's sending little messages here and there to the matriarch of our family, that it's time to start, it's time to start kind of like winding down. Not, not like hanging up immediately, but just kind of consider, slowing up, winding down a little bit, and taking more time to yourself, and maybe try to work something out to where you could still do what you're doing, but do it in a way that doesn't, get to you physically and mentally. So so that's just my belief. That's just my belief. I could be wrong, but God, like I said, God knows me and knows us better than we know each other. But yeah, it's been one of those interesting. It's been an interesting month, if you will, month period from Easter to now. It's been one of those situations to where you just gotta, you gotta roll with the punches. You just gotta deal with what you've been given and all that, and just go with it. I mean, there have been several times where I'll work, and then I'll find out work is slow, that they'll offer me and other workers time to go home. And it's like, you know, I go work in the area or the job, you know, at the job I think I'll be going back to soon again. And it's like, hey, you know, it's slow. Would you like to do this? And it's like, okay, no problem. And and it's good. It's all good to go. So, just you know, just one of those situations to where you just gotta, like I said, roll with the punches and, you know, see what happens and all that down the line. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to come on here, give you a bit of this vlog, end of the week vlog, if you will, let you know what's happening. Well, it's not the end of the week, tomorrow is, but you get the idea. This vlog for this week so far, let you know what's happening and everything. I will tell you that I do plan to get some footage and everything from the Apricot Fiesta, because I still plan to go to that. That's going to be within a week, 2 weeks from today, actually. But actually, me and my family will be going on the 2 weeks from Saturday. We'll be going to that, you know, to that day, to the full-on Saturday day, if you will, with the fireworks and everything. So, yeah, I just wanted to, again, like I say, come on here and let you know what's happening. Also let you know I'm going to have more footage. I'm going to have more content even then and all that. And yeah, just wanted to tell you what's been going on, why there's been a lack of videos at times, which I'm not trying to do as much. You know, not trying to, you know, fall back on, I should say, as much. But yeah, I just wanted to let you up to give you, bring you up to date to what's happening. And that's all I can really say, guys. So let me know what your thoughts are down below. Comment if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notification, do all the things in the description to help me out. And until next time, guys, I will talk to you later, but I hope you enjoyed the vlog. And